everyone. So this is the first session of the differential scanning calorimetry. So we'll be starting with the introduction, that is, until recently methods testing the changes of the material properties as a function of time with temperature changes under specific measuring conditions were named as thermal analysis. However, in 1999, the International Confederation of Thermal Analysis and Calorimetry introduced a new classification of research methods. Now, the thermal analysis should be understood as a technique which studies the properties of materials as they change with temperature, time conditions, while the calorimetry as a method of measuring the heat. The different thermoanalytical techniques research methods are distinguished depending on the measured properties of the sample. For example, when measurement concerns temperature difference, there is DTA, that is differential thermal analysis. Heat capacity or heat of transformation depending on this device construction. We talk about calorimetry or differential scanning calorimetry. Weight changes as a function of temperature, thermogravimetric analysis. Dimensional changes as a function of temperature, that is defined as thermodynamic analysis. And mechanical properties as a function of temperature, that is thermomechanical analysis. These examples are only a part or a group of thermoanalytical methods. This is a much wider range of physical properties of materials that exhibit a different temperature. Depending on the sample, heating methods or different methods can be listed. That is static. During the measurement, the sample temperature suddenly changes and next it is held at a level until the sample components obtain the equilibrium state. Dynamic is the measurement is carried out under continuous changes of temperature changes, mostly linear, and techniques at the same time, that is a sample is investigated at the same time by two or more methods such as DTA and TG. Differential scanning calorimetry relies on the measurement of the difference between the heat flow versus temperature relation of the sample and a heat flow versus temperature relation of a standard. There are many types of calorimeters, and the criteria for the classification of the devices can be made in respect of range of temperature and pressure ranges, that is high temperature pressure and low temperature pressure. The type of test processes to measure the heat of mixing, heat capacity, thermodynamic conditions, adiabatic, non-adiabatic. Sample weight change during the measurement, that is open with the exchange of mass and closed with no mass transfer. Compensating differential scanning calorimetry consists of two identical and isolated heaters located at the same temperature. The temperature changes during the phase transformation of the reaction in the sample are compensated by varying the electrical energy supplied to the heater, which is directly proportional to the heat absorbed during the process. Differential scanning calorimetry, as it was mentioned above, is a method involving the measurement of differences of heat flow between a tested sample and a reference sample, which is generally generated by the temperature control system. The melting point of the pure metals as well as their enthalpy versus temperature relation is well known as and therefore those information are used primarily for calibration. The results of calorimetric measurement is a DSC curve shown as a temperature time dependent on the heat flux. And endo and exothermic peaks are recorded on these surfaces, which result from the temperature difference between a tested sample and a reference sample, showing negative or positive deviation from the so-called baseline, which is recorded at a time when no transformation reactions occur in the sample. So this is a situation is regarded as the endothermic peak. Conversely, when the same temperature is higher and there is separation of the heat, then it is marked as exothermic effect. The information about the temperature as well as the heat of other phase transformation can be obtained in case of invariant reactions, eutectic or peritectic. The range of the thermal stability of the intermetallic compounds or solid solutions, and the enthalpy of the phase transformation, martensitic transformation or recrystallization in the deformed materials, or glass transition range or crystallization of the metallic glasses. In order to determine the beginning of phase transition temperature, the extrapolated temperature of the peak should be marked as a point of intersection of the tangent drawn through the inflection point of the curve with an extrapolated baseline. The hypothetical binary system AB and DSC curve is shown in the figure. This is how our differential scanning calorimetry curve looks like. Moreover, it is good to mention that there are a number of other calorimetric techniques used for the Determination of the mixing, for example, mixing enthalpy and formation. Exemplary methods include calorimetric dissolution method, calorimetric method for the direct synthesis. The calorimetric dissolution method is used to determine the enthalpy of dissolution, that is a change of enthalpy and the transition from a solid substance, liquid or a gas in a solution. The material is dissolved in the bath and the thermal effect of the process is measured and recorded. The measurement of the thermal effect is based on the changes in temperature of the bath in which the sample is dissolved when the temperature of the block during the calorimetric measurement is constant. To determine the enthalpy of formation, the method of direct synthesis is used. The basis of this method is a measurement of the thermal effect when accompanied by a direct reaction of the component of the substance at elevated temperature. Samples are introduced into the reaction chamber at room temperature. That's all for this session. Thank you.